The book is obviously hugely popular, so what do you think it is about that story that makes it so powerful?
You know, I think that, you know, the story is very spiritual. It's a love story, and at the core of it, you've got a character who is a great spirit and a good soul and a very hard worker and has everything going for him, but he loses sight of his dreams and becomes distracted by the tragedy and the grim reality that he loses his younger brother in a car accident. So, I don't know, it's got a little bit of everything, and that's why I was so excited to make the movie. It doesn't quite fit into any one genre. It's pretty different.
Did you feel intimidated working alongside people like Kim Basinger and Ray Liotta? Or did they act like mentors to everyone?
Kind of. I mean, I felt like I knew about Kim's work. I had seen her in a lot of movies, some of her bigger ones, but and same with Ray. But I hadn't seen, you know, some of their smaller films that were more like, you know, more acclaimed. And so I made sort of the mistake of like watching them all just before they got there and started doing, you know, we started filming those scenes. So I remember I wasn't really warned, and I was just watching one of Kim's very like romantic, kind of like super sexy roles in 9.5 weeks, and she showed up at my trailer and like was just walking around, and I walked out of my trailer and I was like, oh my gosh, so nice to meet you. Here you are to play my mom.
Nice.
That's crazy, you know. It was unreal. So I didn't know what to think. It was unreal, but they were like kind of mentors to me to a degree. Ray was a bit intimidating, but we got past that pretty quick. So.
That's good. Yeah. Did you have to take sailing lessons? It looks pretty scary when you're hanging off the boat and stuff.
It is. It was a little scary. There's no way to learn how to sail except just to go and do it. And so I went in the water for the first time with zero experience, and they handed me the tiller, which is like, you know, essentially a steering wheel for the boat. And within minutes I had capsized, tipped over. I was swimming, so was my instructor. You know, we were all soaking wet, so then I had to learn how to right the boat out. And like, I guess the whole point of it was that you can't be afraid to fail, because in sailing you're gonna capsize a lot. You know what I mean? So you have to get up and keep going.
And what have you got coming up next?
I'm doing a movie called The Lucky One with Scott Hicks. He was an amazing director that I'm super stoked to work with, and it's good. It's coming together, and we start in a few weeks. It's about a Marine who comes home from Afghanistan with a picture of a girl that becomes his good luck charm, and he sort of goes on a mission to find her and to thank her.